How's it? Welcome back. So here's a kind of sketchy technique, honestly, that you can use to try and force yourself into having a wild or a wake initiated lucid dream from the stage 1 of sleep hypnagogic state. However, I'm actually posting this video more as a way to try and help people who are having a hard time getting deep into hypnagogia and progressing it to the point to where they're seeing full-on moving images behind their closed eyes, almost as if they're watching a movie or something like that. Because before they can get to that point, they end up losing their conscious awareness or their lucidity and falling asleep, as we typically do. So this came up because I had a comment come in from one of the regulars on the channel who was giving me an update on her hypnagogic meditation practice or progress in her practice, right? And she was saying how she can't consistently get to the point to where she's seeing flashes of full-on, random image of some random thought she has in the back of her head. So she can get to that point, right? So past the really early ill-defined stages of it where maybe it looks like a starry night sky or a soft diffuse light, right? Past that, so a full-on flash of an image, which is good. But then before she can, get it to where it's the full-on moving image, like she's watching a movie and it's kind of staying there more steadily and constant, she ends up falling asleep. So this is the thing you can try. So basically, when you see the flash of that image come up, and this is best done when the image is actually there. Although, as I've played around with it over the years, you can do it kind of before that. Like you can kind of feel yourself getting sleepy and tired, and you can kind of just sometimes implement this technique, and then it will cause that image to flash up and pop up. But when you see that image, right, essentially what you want to do is just try to faint and like completely go limp, like you're dead, right? And then what seems to happen sometimes, at least, is that can like drop your body into a different stage of sleep. And then if you're lucky enough to go into REM from stage 1, you can have a full-on wild and get the sensation of being sucked into that image. And then, you're having a full-on lucid dream at that point. Now, with that being the case, this is obviously best done with wake back to bed, right? Because when we initially go to sleep at night, most of the time we will not go from stage 1 of sleep directly into REM. We'll go into whatever stage 2, stage 3, 4 deep sleep stuff, and then we hit REM. But I mean, it can't hurt to try it, earlier in the night when you're first going to sleep. Who knows, it might work for you. And this does make me think of the guy that wrote the book, The Wild Way to Lucid Dreaming. Because when he was talking about his all the wilds that he has, he can do it like initially going to sleep at night all the time. So I don't know if he has like a different genetic makeup where his deep sleep comes at some different stage of night, or maybe he just doesn't even need deep sleep and he can just go stage 1 directly into REM all the time. I mean, who knows, but it can't hurt to try. And now the reason why this is sketchy, because sometimes when you do that, it will just cause you to full-on wake up. Or you'll do that and you'll just relax so much that your conscious awareness like turns off and you just totally fall asleep unconsciously like you typically do. But, if that's happening to you anyway, it can't hurt to play around and kind of experiment with this technique and see if it works for you. So that is it. Until the next video, keep your lucid dreaming practice legit.